What?
I am ready to go and take a fight with Saravak.
As you arrive in the clearing, the first thing that draws your attention is the plume of smoke billowing from nearby Saradush. Its walls have been breached in several places, and its utter devastation shows a city that has been completely sacked by invaders. Bodies of soldiers are everywhere, as is the stench of death. The screams of the innocent attempting to flee can still be heard. Yaga-Shura and his army are nowhere in your immediate sight.
Oops, looks like things didn't go so well. There's lots of peril to be expected.
What is it?
So blasting out some necessary buff spells.
I am ready.
Yep, people running away.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
And trying to and getting forward. Yep, enemies, lots of them, but trying to get up to him.
I thought I would have to content myself with slaughtering all the weakling ballspawn in this city and forgetting about you. But here you are.
Sorry for missing that little dialogue line, but Yaga-Shura is here. Ha ha ha.
I should have been the first sent after you, and now I shall prove it. Yaga-Shuran shall become even greater still.
Yes, and we have an epic grand boss battle music. Attacking
Nothing but die. Yes.
with the basic strategy.
What? Saravak stands ready.
Fighting, taking all your big and strong, beefiest melee combatants
Yes.
and running towards the Yaga-Shura with absolute brutal, devastating power. Exat's basically,
No. No, this cannot
and it
be.
takes damage.
I am wounded. Yaga-Shura cannot be defeated. Men, destroy them. Rip the hearts from their chests and make them suffer.
Oh yeah, Yaga-Shura once damaged
If you wish.
is quite much of a, well, he doesn't seem to be liking the idea of that his precious invulnerability is out of picture. And of course I wouldn't be because it's really handy to be invulnerable. And when you are not invulnerable, things tend to get quite difficult. But he also has some kind of teleportation abilities. He moves about. So time to hunt him down from his camp. Luckily he's easily identified by the big glowing green orbs. Oh, that was not Yaga-Shura, that was just a giant. Yeah, there's human soldiers as well in his military might. Where has he gone? Where is he hiding? Yeah, all of these major ballspan battles have some sort of, you could say, a trick or gimmick or however you wanna call it. They are not as straightforward. Well, of course, the fact that there's so much all kind of resistances and powers in this phase of the game that it becomes almost it's almost a puzzle. Oh, he went hiding.
No matter. Yaga-Shura will defeat you yet.
Yes, he
Force, not words.
he is formidable, but he's still the first boss. Edwin's out of magics. He can't be blasting out his magics. Yeah, at this phase of the battle, it is really necessary to start micromanaging your crew.
Yes.
You require nothing more.
And damage you accumulate becomes very strong in blink of an eye. But Yaga-Shuran is also taking quite a lot of damage. Actually, he took enough to die.
Turned to shield fool and have lost my spell. I am...
And something yanked me out of battlefield right as Yaga-Shuran fell. Back to the abyss.
I greet you, you who are of divine blood. It is time for your education to continue.
So, why did she drag me here? Of course, to be getting rescued from amidst of a chaotic battlefield is useful, so why did she do
You have
it?
been brought to this place because you are ready, godchild. The first step towards the fulfillment of your destiny has been taken. Yaga-Shuran is dead by your hand, and the forces in play now move swiftly toward conclusion. Now you must know yourself and your past to reveal your future. Listen and be judged.
Alright, I will listen.
To look upon oneself and ask, what is my nature? One must know one's origin. Your own origin is a mystery to you, godchild. You have no beginning, and without a beginning, how can there be an ending?
Only
What do
by
you know
time
of your birth?
travel.
What do you know of your mother? Of your life before Hrothgariin brought you to the safety of Canopy?
Oh yeah, I know nothing of my life.
Your past unfolds. You would do well to heed it closely.
I am your mother. I am Aliana, a disciple of the great Lord of Murder, a priestess of Baal. In the time of troubles did Baal himself come and whisper in mine ear. I was to give birth to one of the children, to you. I rose my arms up and hailed my Lord of Murder with great joy at my fate.
That's you could say parallel to Christianity, with that the woman needed to give birth to half-god must thus give her consent for
Others
it.
of Baal's order took me away to hide us in the darkest temple, away from prying eyes. Others of the children were there, and when our great Baal died, did we begin our task.
Her task was to slay her own child, sacrifice her babe upon the bloodiest of altars.
And now it cuts away to completely different idea.
I would slay you, my child, so Baal could live again.
But I and several of my colleagues had discovered the location of this temple. We attacked and stopped your mother from performing the sacrifice.
Which is also what I would have done, because that I don't think it would have had anything to do with the fact that they are children. It's a ceremony to resurrect just murdered Lord of Murder. Most likely just that there's a bunch of children about to be killed. That's wrong. Period.
We resisted. This was the will of Baal, father of my child.
They were many, and their magic was strong. We had little time. I killed the priestess.
He slew me. Your mother.
I rescued you and fled from the temple, even as many other Baal-spawn babes died.
There must have been lots of them, and they must have been in quite small, but not necessarily yet babies, but you could say toddlers.
But not all of us died. Some of us used the chaos to escape, to flee.
Yes, Not all the ball-spawn children died that night. I saved the only one I could.
I'm certain that he must mean the only one he had time or opportunity.
He could only save one. There was no time for more. But I was there as well.
That's actually
I
quite good
chose you.
writing.
I could not save both of you.
I don't think there was a choice. Actual conscious choice.
He left me behind.
Just
saving
an
you
opportunity
instead.
to do something. Pick
And
one,
so I
not
fled on
more.
my own. Raised by foster parents in the Iron Throne.
And seeing that Sarawak was able to do that, I believe he is older than the main character. Similar age, yes, but older. So if you would count that the main character would have been something like a 5 when he was rescued, or 5 to 4 when he was rescued, Sarawak would have been something like 8th, I'd say. But of course the game doesn't tell it exactly, and it's not really important. But seeing how he did it escaping by his own.
It mattered not. I killed Brian in the end.
And so your past is made plain. Your mother, a priestess of Baal, killed by Gorion.
You never told me.
And what of your brother Saravok? What if fate had not intervened, and Gorion had raised him rather than you? Would you have become as he was? Would Saravok be in your place now if but for the smallest twist of fate? Is there a debt between you then that is yet unpaid?
So I would not say that. If there was a depth, as in Sarawak bearing a grudge towards Gorion, that grudge has been ended at the beginning of first Baldur's Gate. Which means that Sarawak is, and that sense, also free from that kind of, you could say, oaths or destinies. Mentions
We are
fulfilled.
finished then, for now. Return to your cocoon plane. You will find part of it now open to you. Investigate as you wish. Consider what you have learned here today. Farewell, godchild.
Oh yeah. And once every of the big ball spawn is slain, that one of those opens. There's 3 more. One for each remaining 3 great children of Baal.
You live! I had heard the sounds of combat and returned this way only to find the giant dead and you gone.
And expected me to be dead. Sorry to disappoint you.
Don't be a fool. I cannot express my relief at finding you alive after all the carnage this monster and his army have wrought here.
Well, I'm certain of that, but I have there's some sort of suspicion about me that she always seems to be where carnage happens and it's away unscathed.
My own escape was a narrow one. Once the walls were breached, Yaga-Shuran thundered through the city almost too quickly for us to react.
Well, I would say the interesting thing when Yaga-Shuran is taken down is the fact that when somebody is, you could say, invincible, invulnerable, they don't need to be afraid of damage. They don't beware of it, so that means they are sloppy. If you can just walk towards people shooting at you with machine guns, you do it. Because it can't do anything for you, so why would you bother to be wary of machine gun fire or arrows when they can't harm you?
I tried to get the balls by
Actually,
but it was too late.
it would be actually be even
Yaga-Shuran
better.
seemed to think you were in the city and was eager to seek you out. He slaughtered them all. And there was nothing I could do.
Well, and also most likely all those who were also civilian as well. Although the teleporting weirdo wall spawn Viekang who got scared, he's a, you could say, a plot line left dangling, but So you said you had info on Yaga-Shura's allies, or at least others. Ilsera, well that's dead. 5. Yaga-Shuran means 1, 4. And there's 2 more. Abazigalista and Sendai. So what are they? Why are they doing this? Well, that's yeah. Accumulate the loose divine power to one person, making them a god. Not so tough if I already killed 2 of them. Well, that's true. Together they are... If they would attack together, it would be a bloodbath to me. But against one of them, possible. I need rest, healing gear. What am I... monastic order. Kethran. Balthazar.
Yes.
Oh, there's one more straggler around still here. I think that must have hurt him. And the battlefield is actually quite empty now, despite there is no more spawning enemies and anything like that. And as I know...
Strange things go
And Yaga-Shura's corpse does not look anything more impressive than any other dead giant already booted. But I guess I have to go and pay a visit to the pocket plane and see the challenge there. Now, with Yaga-Shura defeated and new goal known, it's time to get further and check this test or trial. So, it shows me my alternate self. And it wants me to die. And its companions are those
Yes.
I await
Go
your
bother
who were
someone
Saravok's
else.
companions. Or friends, allies, however you wanna call it.
You are
I'm
lucky.
busy, okay? I'm busy.
In the first Baldur's Gate. Which is a real nice... they did
Yes.
pay attention
Every hamster
to
has
that
his
kind
name.
of little detail.
Sarabok stands ready.
You point.
I am
What is
I am
it?
ready.
What you might be facing and meeting and seeing. So but it becomes into nothing but a battle.
What did you have in
And of
Leave it to
course they are
Go bother someone else.
they all seem to be focusing on Hrothgar himself.
My wounds must be tended to.
Swords, not words.
Which I find to be quite, in a sense, understandable. Fuck, damn it, gotta fight them. Yep,
Yes.
I am ready.
alternate
Go bother
versions
someone else.
again. Preparing to blast out
Nature's
the
servant
big spells.
What?
I
I'm
await
busy,
your
okay? I'm
Every
busy.
hamster has
And also
his day.
popping out the
Do not presume.
and while I'm at it I also pop out the the big spell, big power, big abilities of chop and kill things really fast and efficiently. Which seems to have done quite nice effect. And
I am ready.
Jahira pop one out again, power attacks. These super abilities, you could say,
Swords, not words.
they are powerful. But they do like, because they are you just make a huge way of attacking. And they went all down, but just by activating all the kill abilities.
Yes.
But even taking down this challenge, its only award was slight amount of experience points and So it's time to still now start the travel back towards the other location, which was mentioned about to be the place to go. Now I must say that in this phase of the game, the basic ability or at least the earlier ability of the pocket plane to put you inside or outside Saradush is now completely out. You can just go to wherever you were going. So it's some sort of location called Oasis.
It is done. Oh, it's healing.
And so now I'm accused of crimes against humanity, which are quite nasty. So what's this? Spawn of ball responsible for destruction. Actually, no, it was Yaga-Shuran. And apparently the trial was already been conducted, so there is no chance to be, you could say, do things civil manner. So time to blast out once again the horrid wilting. Oh, while I'm at it, Fallen Devil as well. And while I'm at it, just put the...
I am ready.
Looks like
So much for
spell summon, spell make meant a bit of a fail.
Nature serve as you would have. Concentration is undone. My I await your need.
I want to drink it. Drink the juice. Alright. Good.
Yes.
Don't bother with the spinning out the spells. Just spin out the long ranged attacks and let the Hrothgar go with the front as the, you could say, vanguard. Oh yeah, vanguard's the word. So yeah, now I have to fight against an army, but luckily this is just an army of, you could say, flesh to blood demons, regular peril. I can just cut my path through. So did I actually have it? Was there any big commander here anymore?
As I thought.
Bring out the bash hit.
I await your need.
Yes.
Every hamster has his day.
Not presume.
You point,
Yes.
I punch.
Miss.
Curse you.
Huh? Simple.
I am.
Judging by the amount of dead bodies I've left behind, I've gone through this, so it's time to loot this battlefield. Just because, hey, that's what the victors do. As a little side note, there's a bounty notice about. There's something of a callback from the beginning of the game, where it was something like 100 gold pieces for killing Hrothgar, and now it's 100,000 gold pieces for same task. So yes. I guess you could say that the main character Hrothgar has gotten up in the world. He has made himself quite capable person.
Yes.
Oh, and after the thorough looting of the battlefield, want to get further.
As I thought.
Close the Yaga-Shuran. That was.
Dust blows around you, clearing a moment later to reveal what can only be Yaga-Shuran, a village nestled into an outcropping of rock, amidst a desert so dry and sparse of life that you wonder how such a place could survive. Dominating the village, and seemingly carved out of the stone face of the rocks themselves, is a large and ornate fortress, its purpose unknown.
Oh yeah. Big city. All kinds of caves, locations, temples. Nothing really, you could say, unexpected.
I trust all is well.
Perhaps I have some. That's right. It's medicine. So, Balthazar.
So, you must be the ball spawn Melisande told me of. I've been expecting you.
So, yeah, well, yes, I am he.
I am Balthazar, head of the monastic order here in Yaga-Shuran, and its ruler as well, although that is not an official position. Melisande preceded you and told me of your coming.
He sees direct and matter of fact.
Melisande has already left the village and did not say where she was going. She has left with me directions for you to reach these enclaves she mentioned. Is this what you expected?
Well, she did mention you. I appreciate her help. So now the basic idea of this gameplay wise is this chapter. There's 2 dungeons, and at the end of them both lies a ball spawn boss, Sendai or Abazigalista. So, what sort of activities are you usually talking about? Oh yeah. And if it was didn't already count obvious on the fact that he has a face and voice acting, specific voice acting, means that he's got a ball spawn as well. Meaning that yes, they will be he's one of the 5 or remaining 3.
No monastery once cared for this town, but under Balthazar you have abandoned us. The people are starving and your master does nothing.
Balthazar is concerned with greater matters, old man.
Bah! He is gathering mercenaries and wizards for an army. How is this more important than bringing in food for the starving children?
You have no idea of the events that the monastery has set in motion. Go back to your prayers and leave me alone.
No, this is too important. In the name of Joaquin, I demand a meeting with Balthazar. He must be made to see the insanity of his callous actions.
You make no demands of me or the monastery. Balthazar cares nothing about this pathetic town. Go beg your dead god to feed these people.
Blasphemer!
It became
I will stand for your monastery's tyranny no longer.
So it became a theological debate.
You dare attack me, old man? Your death shall be quick and painful.
And now it became and stopped being a theological debate and became a fist fight. No, it's quite... That's not nice, you know, for you to fight. Yeah, but you should tell something that monks are dangerous. But looting from the dead is always a good idea. So there's a
I've no
cow
time
herd.
for to talk to you now.
So actually he is child of Baal. Although not of the, you could say, the less insane type child of Baal. So what's here? Nothing really important. There's also some few side quests around here as well, but nothing you could say really mind-shatteringly important.
We must rest soon. Boo is getting squirrely.
And cat just made an attack against rat.
So you thought your smugglers could sell our stolen gear and get away with it, eh, Salmon?
Oh, what's this?
Or should we just call you Saman? We know all about your shady reputation, Saman Hrothgariin.
Oh, this sounds real fun.
Now, let's not do anything
Yep,
hasty, gentlemen.
that's the guy.
As you know, I could not have been involved, as I have only recently returned to Amkethran.
Save it, you weasel. We know you run the smugglers here in Amkethran, so you're the one to blame.
We've been waiting for you. Hand over our stuff, Saman, or we'll slit your lying, cheating throat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course, by my sea salt stinging eyes. Look who's coming this way. A familiar face from my past.
Oh, I see your cheating ways have finally caught up with you.
Your arrival is a happy coincidence, given the situation. You can actually solve my dispute with these rather upset gentlemen.
You a friend of this double-crossing rat?
I wouldn't say friend exactly.
This doesn't concern you. This is between us and Saman. Just keep walking.
Oh, I am. What? No, I didn't buy anything. He's lying. But he must. He's playing you guys for fools.
So you're looking for a fight? Well, you've got one.
We'll teach you to steal our stuff.
Alright, now the Saman Hrothgariin got me.
What if we were to return to Baldur's Gate together?
Well, a couple of mercenary thugs against party of 6 epic level adventurers. Well, it was quite, you can say,
You'll have to pick that up off the ground.
it was predetermined that it would end with blood. Their blood flowing. Real fast and bloody too. And practically, practically every opponent at this phase has some sort of magical weapons or something like that, which makes it so that the immunity to mundane weapons you got there at the end of Shadows of Arm is actually just that, you could say, nothing really functional.
Please spare me. I beg you.
Thieving wench! Begging won't save you now!
We will
Yeah,
make a harsh
nasty
example of
mercenaries.
you, and maybe others will think twice before they steal from us.
Please, my daughter meant no harm. Her motives were pure, even if her actions were wrong.
Pure? How do you justify your daughter's theft of her hard-earned gold, Mayor Harad?
People are starving. Food is scarce. Hasana needed your money to buy bread from the black market to feed the poor.
The problems of your town are not our problems, Mayor. Your excuses cannot justify your daughter's crimes.
Stay clear, Mayor. You can do nothing here. Make peace with your god, Asana. Your life
is forfeit.
Yeah, petty
Please.
assholes.
Will no one help my daughter? Will no one stand against these brutes who have invaded our town?
Hush, Father. The townsfolk are scared. They will
Yeah.
not intervene.
Full right, because
I
you know
must
those guys are
accept the
armed
consequences
with
of
magical
my
weapons.
actions.
So yeah, this kind of pettiness, I'll do what I can to help.
I fear those mercenaries will execute us right in the street.
Do I know you?
This was a cozy stage. I'll make my own decision about what does or does not concern me. I'm looking for fight because you like more than you bargained for. Oh yeah. You talk big. You can't bully me around like those common townsfolk. Yep. He wants to fight.
Bah, you weapon.
And because he wants to fight, he's gonna get one. Yep, nothing about them.
My daughter owes you her life. I wish I had more to give, but I insist you accept this
Yeah, a big small chunk of quest experience points.
All of them, Catherine. Yes. Saved
And
my beloved Asana.
I am ready.
And some heroic reputation as well. And handy piece of one of the many items that you can use to craft more better items, high end.
I can't carry no
high-end
more. Your
gear.
item is on the ground.
Yep, man, my telling how much of this high-level loot I got. My bag of holding, over say that one which I've been using to hoard my stuff, is more or less full.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So there's still there's quite lots of incidents happening around here. Marlow, yeah. So what kind of peril is he talking about? Where's this?
Hello there, Hexat, my darling.
Ah, so Cabrina, what's she doing here?
I bring word from El.
Oh, now that's new.
I must hear what Cabrina has to say.
And if you must.
This assignment is more in the nature of a delivery.
Former cask of Dragomir Ale, modified magic surrounding. And we take pieces of that from 3 different crypts.
The cask of Dragomir, the shroud of the unproved, the claw of the black leopard combined. Into an item of supreme power.
So what does what
El has professional relationships with a wide variety of people.
Oh yeah, so
Liches.
yeah, lich.
A good guess, Hexat. A remarkably good guess.
So Elmo needs to get an L.
He would see this
Lich
item
kill.
placed upon the Lich's brow. And in exchange, he'll give me what I want. It's within his power.
So what have you
That's
asked
what I'd
for?
like to know. That, and how you got a message to him without going through me.
Some messages are best delivered directly. Give me the cask.
Take it then. The item is attuned to the Lich already. It will let you tomb walk to the creature's lair.
Oh, so
You should know that this new version of Dragomir's cask is much improved over the previous one.
so how so?
I can open a necrotic portal to El's rebellious Lich's tomb at any time. We no longer need visit a graveyard.
So can we use it within it to, you know, get back?
Not until the Lich has been subdued.
Well, the improvement seems to serve better than his purpose than mine.
Let me know when you are ready to face the Lich. I would see this assignment for El finished sooner than later.
Alright, so there's a extra quest for relating to Hexat. So, but how did
rest
I
will be welcome, lest we endanger demand we stop.
That's a cave for the smugglers. Yeah, it must have it. Oh yeah, it was from that building. But now, of course, I do need to, of course, get some of my excess loot dumped away, sold away, just to get some money to craft those magnificent magical items, which are more or less to every class of this game, having a very high level set of equipment available. Eric, Smithy, and Arcana.
If you wish. If you wish.
Ah, and Lazarus Libraries also came with. Hey, aren't you the same guy who was selling scrolls back in Saradush? Oh yeah, well, at least, well, high-level wizard had probably up to good chance of getting a right, so... well, no need to buy anything now.
Yes!
So what kind of research? And that guy, gold, silver, and bronze pantaloons. I really don't remember where I got it. The gold ones were from the first Baldur's Gate, but I really can't remember where the silver ones were got. And they are all that kind of things that once you get them, you have a chance to get their very extremely high level, you could say, golem outfit, which is very powerful, but not quite impractical. But it's powerful, and it's a nice little detail.
You are welcome here.
All right, so talk. He comes from college now. Merchant successful. Yeah, blah blah. Wongeth, a lich. So why would lich be hunting some merchant? Yeah. So. So Wongeth stole a woman's soul. How do you... just how dangerous he... well, it's a lich. It's powerful, most likely very... and how do I get inside? Oh, well, I think I do help him. It's a little interesting little story.
Rest would be welcome, lest we endanger ourselves.
Out with it.
I require rest.
Another...
I demand we stop.
If you wish.
I trust all is well.
Well, I certainly don't like the look of you.
Yeah, just a regular apartment. Well, I guess it's time for me to at least check out the map and go sell all kind of equipment and all that kind of stuff.
If you wish.
So, oh yeah, I have 2 locations to go: Sendaista in Enclave and Abazigalist lair, and both have lots of battle and brutal combat in them. Well, it's time to actually for me to save, loot, and investigate and all that kind of things before I get to most likely have a chat with Wongeth. All right, approaching the way of the dead. Have a chat with a monk.
I trust all is well.
Yeah.
Rest would be welcome, lest we endanger ourselves.
Yep, it's got nice looking details, and the lich is here. Well, so at least apparently the reputation of Hrothgar as somebody who can just make liches explode by saying that they don't belong to his presence is quite strong. So let's have a chat. I'm here to talk. No need to kill. And he's smart. So better start talking. No, what deal? And his own soul. So why not simply steal his soul then? Why steal his wife and daughters? Ah, so it must be given. Not stolen. He stole it, and it has no value to him. It's useless. So will you restore his daughter if I bring him here? So because you know those guys really should see face to face. So let's just go and have a chat with Marlowe. Bring him here. A bit more complicated story than you would expect. Well, here I am. So have I seen? Yeah, yes, I destroyed it, and I need him to come with me to the cave. No, I don't. That's why I need his help to find it. Bit of old-fashioned deception to bring. Yes. I will restore her because, you know, just get this over quickly. Take very dead man. If there's nothing else to say, not to me. And perhaps a few crumbs of dust, easily blown away by harsh death by wind, are left of unlucky sod merchant Marlowe. His life most likely wasn't in a such, you could say, pleasant state at the end of his quest, but Hrothgar might be a child of murder, but maybe he gets his power from murder. But murder, sometimes you might mean that saving someone's life might mean much more death later. And if you look at what kind of benefits it would give, quite impressive, but ultimately not so powerful. Restore her life. And I do have lots of and I do have quite money, so take money, leave, start.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I.
A simple little heroic act.
Rejoice!
Which actually makes that everybody is more or less happy about this result, except of course Marlowe, who he had a debt to pay and now he paid it. So next time it is time to assault. Well, assault a place. I don't know which one yet.